Hello! We're here. We're at the last one. We are at the last one. Welcome, 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 welcome. With open arms, welcome to the final song from EX2 by IRON.EXE. This is a video walkthrough of everything that went into this bad boy. Probably one of my favorite tracks on the whole album. I think it's beautiful. I think it was well written. Me and Jack had a brilliant time creating this. And Sam and Finn, they both killed it when we finally got them on. And yeah, some of the best writing on our entire discography right here. So yeah, brace yourself. Yeah. Chord wise, I'm gonna try and film a video of me actually playing the guitar to this track, but chord wise, it's a very simple track. It's just playing a chord change, so, and then it repeats. I don't know specifically the chords right now, but I will find them out. We've also got this drum, which is quite cool. And we've also got this bass line, which is also recorded. All this was recorded in probably about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. The drums were a sample, which I drag and drop from. It's called like the Sofa drum kit or something like that. But I thought it was very cool. Excuse me, sorry. So we've got that as the sample. What I basically did is I grabbed this, and obviously with the complete bar, I grabbed that and I bounced that out, and I ultimately had this as the main sample. Obviously there's a lot of effects there which I'll get to, but yeah. So with the beginning, I grabbed that and I've got this sample. So I've got this, which is Jack from track 7 shouting, which I grabbed and I made him shout. And hold on, I don't really know. Hold on, never mind. But yeah, I got that and reversed it. I also got this reverse, which is this first note of this, bounced and then put loads of reverb on it, and I reversed it, and I got that. So with all of them together sound like this. And yeah, so we go into this part here, which is a bit strange. It is the original sample which I already showed you, except it is pitched down 4. It's got a couple of effects on it which I'll go over later. And I've just got this kick on it. Which sounds really cool. And then we get into the first verse, which is Jack rippity rip rapping, and then we got 2 choruses by him, 2 repetitions. Yeah, look at your phone. So we got that as the original sample, which is the one I already showed you. We've also got this rim here, which is barely noticeable, but it does make it. But yeah, it is there, and we got that. Instrumentally, that is the track. Apart from this little section here, we get the exact same thing over here. Because I bounced out this sample, you know, I didn't have a chance to change the drums or I didn't take out the guitar and let the bass play for a bit. Oh, sorry. Thinking about yawning, you know, you just do it more. But yeah, no, that's the track, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy that it doesn't change that much because we did end up changing it here. But the chorus I wouldn't change, Sam's verse I wouldn't change, and the outro I would 100% not change. So changing up the instrumental would mean changing one of those things, and the only one I felt comfortable changing with was Finn's, and that was before we even recorded it. So, yeah, I I I think it's as good as it could be, the way it is. So yeah, so we got this Jack verse, we got Jack chorus, we got Sam's verse, we got Jack chorus, and then we got this instrumental change where it is the same sample pitched down as before with all the effects. We got Finn rippity rip rapping. We've also got a little break. Right. And that's just how it is. We've also got this lead, like playing some. We've also got the same lead put onto sort of some more chords, which I thought was quite cool. And then it plays the original. Also, I just want to play you this. Hold on. And that's just how I fucking love that. Flipping heck. Yeah, so that's that. It's almost like a little synth, you know, solo sort of thing. And then it goes back into the original instrumental. You get Jack's chorus, and then we get this outro, which is just me and Jack basically on our knees crying. I love this thing. You got me repeating one phrase that is the exact same thing, and I just add layers. And this is what it was originally, and then Jack joined in. I thought he was going to join in this stuff, but no, he made his own thing, and it is just, by the end it's just ultimately huge. And we had to name the song after the phrase we were saying. So I was just saying "wait for me" over and over again, and he's just saying "I guess we'll do it again." And as you can see here, it's literally just one track, and then it's two, and then it's Jack's one, and then it's four, and then it's Jack's three, and then it's, for me, it doesn't change actually after the third one. You still get that massive impact, but Jack goes from 1 to 3 to 4, and then this is just nuts. Like, I'll just play you this bit. That's how high he was willing to go. If you listen to the. I guess we'll do it again. And yeah, that's the outro. It's just a repeated phrase, and then you hear at the end, we basically say that's how you end a song. In other words, that's how you end an album. There's him laughing at it. Yeah. So I don't really know what else to talk about progressive wise. All the sounds, that was from a pack, but this was all recorded via XLR into into Element 88. These two were both from a pack. That's the same sample. Those are both stock sounds, and that's a sample. And obviously we just recorded our voices. But yeah, I think we'll go through the effects now. So for this one, for the drum break, I sort of just got rid of the low end because I wanted to add my own kick, and all of this stuff is just, it's just beautiful. No, it's just compression. I don't really know what's going on there. There we go. And now just bounce that out. So that's very normal in itself. I bounced that out, and I just got this, which originally sounds like this. Sorry about the cars outside. Bit of reverb. Tiniest little bit of reverb. We EQ to just raise that snare. I thought I lowered the snare. Wait, what's going on? Who cares? It's not my fault. I thought I lowered the snare. Oh no, that's why the snare's too loud. Who cares? It's not my. It's already gone. It's already out there. Got the sidechain for the kick. We got a bit wider. A bit of wider. That was the most wider I've seen in my life. It's a really full sample. We got a bit more reverb, and then we got the vinyl to just give it a little bit of warp. If I show you what warp is all the way up, you'll see what it does. But no, we got it down here. Gives it that awesome effect, and also we've got the bass all the way up on this one, so it's very very bassy, this track. Yeah, the beat does, it's just got a bit of compression on it, just taking out a tiny bit of that, and the tiny bit wider. I think the rim is a lot wider on it. I could be wrong. Oh no, it's not that much, but it's got some chorus on it to give it that effect, and then a bit of compression as well. This is the cool stuff. So we've got this pitch down. It's got a flanger on it. So if I show you what it sounds like originally, transposing it, flanger, lots of reverb, and then some EQ, which is quite cool. And then yeah, and then on the actual thing I've got just the tiniest bit of a flanger, kind of a little bit more of that top end, and then finally the bit of side chaining. Yeah, that's it for the samples. This one's slightly different, I think, just because I just raised the volume of this one. The Gotham lead has distortion, it's got phasers, it's got some delay, it's got reverb, it's got a limiter. The EQ is just taking out some of the high end, and then it's also got sidechain. I think this one is this one, so it's all the same. And yeah, I just got the sidechain on that one. Yeah, those risers just have, I think if it's this one, then that's cool. It is. It's this one. Okay, so it's this. Which it doesn't have tremolo on it, which I find strange. It's got to be there somewhere, but yeah, I can't find it. But there is a tremolo on there somewhere, which gives it this whole, which is quite cool. And yeah, so first, Jack's thing just has lots of compression. You've got the delay. Look at your phone. I see a text from. You got some EQ, just lowering that bottom end, quite a lot of bottom end, and a lot wider as well. I'm pretty sure, just to get that full. And then for the chorus, we got a lot of the same. We got a bit of pitch correction, not crazy amounts, but not so little that it's almost not necessary. A lot of flanger, some delay, wider, and a lot of reverb. I'm assuming, a lot of reverb for a vocal, not that much, and that's the same thing, and that's his harmonies, which I imagine will have a lot of reverb, and that's pretty much it. Sam's is pretty much the same. Less of a little bit more low end is going through. I think he's got a little bit of reverb. There is an old version of this which I didn't have reverb on Sam's singing, and it just sounded awful. So I needed to change that immediately. Yeah, for Finn's verse, we messed around with a lot of different things. We had pitch shifting, pitch correction, a bit of flanging, but what we ended up saying. And yeah, we ended up just leaving it as bare as we possibly could, in terms of not changing the actual like pitch or flanging it or anything like that. No effects to it apart from like delay and a bit of reverb, but that doesn't necessarily change if it sounds like it's a real person or not. And yeah, we just did that for all of them apart from this last one. His last line, I put no anything on it. I put a bit of wider on it. Compression is barely noticeable, which was quite cool. And also his eye was not in the right place, so I brought it over. And for the end, I believe it is pretty bare. My original recording was here at home with this exact mic, this exact computer, and everything. And I recorded it, and it had no effects on it, no EQ, no reverb or anything. And I loved it, so I was like, well, I'm gonna do that. Ended up sounding nowhere near as good as I thought it would in any other situation. So ended up just putting as little, effects to it, but it's still so human. And that's the most important thing. And I just did the exact same thing. Jax didn't even have EQ. Yeah, it just got that reverb. They're all affected quite nicely. I don't think there's any automation anywhere. No, there isn't. And yeah, that's that track. Lyrically, Jack's talking about a relationship as failing. I think there's a great theme of relationships throughout this whole album, and luckily in the end, the last words are "wait for me," and I guess we'll do it again. But it's like it's almost a bad note, but it's almost please, I'm at least fighting for this now. So if there was any theme across this whole album, it would be that. Yeah, Sam talks about the summer and stuff like that. We made it very important that we end the track with something to the come down of the summer, or come down for the summer. Jack says it's the come down of the summer. Sam says it's the come down of the summer. Finn's asking his girlfriend to come down for the summer. I thought it was quite clever. And yeah, and the end is nothing to do with that, but yeah, lyrically it's all amazing. Finn's talking about his girlfriend who's up north at the moment, so that's very heartfelt stuff that he's obviously written straight directly to her. He's written a song for her, and I think it's amazing. Sam as well is he's also lost in this this relationship sort of thing, and we all follow the theme very well. I think mix wise, I think it's pretty good. I think the vocals are very high in the mix. I think the percussion is quite high in the mix. I sort of wish that I'd bounced out the melody to be a bit higher. I wish the guitar was sounded a bit higher in the mix, but at the same time I don't, because it would have blocked Sam and Jack's singing and stuff. But yeah, no, I hope you enjoyed. This was the last track on this monster of an album, the hardest I've ever worked on anything musical. So hope you enjoy. Give it a listen. Give me a distinction, Ian, buddy. Ciao ciao. Thank you very much. Bye.